Now I think it's time for Time Lord to be unleashed. You know, I looked at that game, uh, the Minnesota game, and I thought, you know, Baines Baines is great in that he can be in the right spot. I think he gets worn down. I think he can get to a point where he just doesn't have the lift he needs. And he's when you're in kind of in that pick and roll and you're the big and you're trying to defend the guard roll into the hoop. Um, Baines is not going to be the guy who's going to send the shot out. You know, if you can get up over his arms, you're going to have a good shot. Go off there. Time Lord, on the other hand, you'd have to put it up 20 feet and over because the guy's arms go forever and he jumps forever. I think Time Lord is a guy who I would probably start to look at.
Like, legitimately, there's a few people that are listening to the show who don't even know
They
who
know
you
Time
mean
Lord.
when you
Robert
say Time
Williams,
Lord.
but Bob Williams or Robert, not Rob. Yeah, that's the Time Lord. Time Lord he needs to go in. I think I felt like in that third quarter, that's a time for him to go in there. These 4 days I think will be crucial, I hope, for him to be able to get some time. And I'd like to see Brad give him a chance. I mean, he's done this end of quarter thing, you know, 1 second left,
End
put
of the
him in.
blowout, big dunk. I mean, he missed his first shot of the season just the other night against the Cavs, right?
Yep, very true.
I'm with you, though. It's the shot altering. This is the thing that we've been talking about. And he's not going to demand shots. And
Nope.
he's really not going to realize how impactful his athleticism is if he doesn't get some minutes. And so I mean, no, do I think he should start? No, they'll burn him a little bit, you know, just from knowledge. But if he's not out there, they should actually try to wait, you know, for when the team takes a veteran. Like, I'm even thinking of like even like a Jared Dudley, somebody that he really should be able to outmatch physically, who, you know, Dudley's, you know, just ability and kind of knowledge of the game that will test the rook. But because the rookie is so athletic, he might still make up for it, even if he's a half second slow. You know, Tommy made a point during the game where he went up to try to block a shot, and I think it actually wound up being a goaltending. And Tommy was saying, "Gosh, I wish he could get like," I think it was Russell he referred to.
Yeah,
I wish it could be like Russell, where he blocks the ball. Well, he was blowing up Cowens in that game for athleticism
yes.
too. But
Yes.
but he said, I think it was Russell he was referring to. I wish he'd, you know, kind of, you know, get the swat, you know, when the ball's like 2 to 5 inches, you know, from the player's hand on the release. And then literally a few minutes later, that's exactly what Williams did.
That's right. Yeah.
And so, but that's the kind of adjustments that come with just playing time and experience. And so I'd like to see him, you know, kind of throw him out there, you know, on that bench unit when the guy that he's, you know, maybe the power forward / centers that are out there are veterans that are experienced but never had crazy athleticism, and figure that they're going to at least equalize on that, but that Williams is going to learn a lot about veteran savvy. He's going to get chumped by a guy a couple of times that he really shouldn't. And then that's going to break in his knowledge of the game. And that's what I really, you know, he's not going to demand shots. So that's exactly what that should happen with him, in my opinion.